oh, this is why men cheat, because women are exposing themselves and they're getting dressed for the grocery store. Your man's cheating because you're not getting dressed for the grocery store. Your man's cheating because you aren't sexy enough. When ladies are like, how do I get a man? You're not supposed to get a man. A man is supposed to get you. And y'all have to decenter men. Like, you're supposed to be the center. Okay, everyone. I know. The topic at hand, you're probably like, Roanna, this is probably your most controversial take yet. It's not. Stay tuned for that. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about beauty over brains. Why your attractiveness will always beat your IQ, no matter what. I have my notes here with me, so let's get started. First step, I need to put on some lip gloss. I don't know about you guys, but I use blush for my lips with this Rhode. All right, beauty over brains. Let's jump into the topic at hand. I have my handy dandy notebook full of secrets. Is being attractive, hence being beautiful, more important than how smart you are, especially as a woman. But men, you can correlate this to your own personal lives, but for women specifically, especially since there's been this narrative that's been pushed towards my women that their beauty is not important. It's on the back burner. It's whatever. You can be aware of what to do to get certain things. And you can even do things to get where you want to be, to get the things you want. But still, you haven't gotten them. It has nothing to do with how smart you were, what you were capable of doing, or what you are doing. The reason why you aren't where you want to be in life is because you are not attractive to the things that you want. And this is why beauty is so important. You have an issue with attraction. And there's a reason why a lot of my ladies have an issue with getting what they want, being comfortable with who they are. It's because we have been severed from our attractive and our attraction for a reason, to make it harder for us. And I know a lot of ladies are always like, oh my gosh, it's so hard to be a woman. It's because you're operating as a man and you were taught to do that. But I'm here to debunk all of that today, right now, to help you restore yourself back into exactly who you're supposed to be, mama. So don't fear. Roanna is here. All right, so by Merriam-Webster, the definition of beauty is the quality or group of qualities in a person or thing that gives pleasure of the senses or the mind. Loveliness. I want to put an emphasis on loveliness. When you hear beauty, when you hear attraction, I want you to hear the word loveliness. Being pleasing. You must be pleasing. Would you eat a banana with too many spots? No, it's not appealing. Even though it might give you the same benefits as a perfectly yellow banana that's peak ripened, it probably give you the same benefits. But why won't you eat a banana that's on the brink of being rotten? Because it's not attractive anymore. Beauty and loveliness and attraction. Beauty is not vain, it is external. I know there's been a lot of propaganda. A lot of my ladies might have been raised believing beauty is only skin deep. Beauty fades, beauty is unimportant, but do you resonate with any of these pertaining to beauty, thinking that doing the bare minimum on your physicality or how you represent yourself is what you should be doing? Congratulations, they've gotten you. And even if you're a man and you believe not putting yourself together, not being pleasing to the people around you is the right thing to do, congratulations, they've gotten you. They've gotten you right where they want you. As a living and avid advocate for women's rights and women's wrongs, and with my study of psychology and reality creation, I can tell you guys right now that the external and the internal work together. The way how you represent yourself outwardly is a direct correlation to how you feel internally, to how you look internally. It's a direct reflection. I don't want you guys to forget that we are both physical and spiritual beings. Some people like to push too much spirituality, and sometimes they try to push too much physicality to control you. But the fact of the matter is that you are both, and they both work together. I am here to unleash every single barricade that they have possibly put on femininity and the woman in general. Let's be honest, as women, we deserve it. Women have been fighting for so long. They have been confused for so long, but the confusion is up, because I'm here. We ain't finna have this no more. No, it's not happening anymore. Just kiss it goodbye at this point. Ladies, I know a lot of ladies always ask me, especially on my social media, Rowena, how do I be more feminine? How do I be more feminine? It's simple. You have to be more attractive. You have to be more beautiful. Being attractive is feminine, and being attracted is a masculine trait. Going to is masculine, and having things come to you is feminine. Why? A lot of women get on the app and they say, let the man chase, let the man come to you. And if we're being honest, I think in a whole, all human beings need to rest more in their feminine. A lot of human beings aren't resting in their feminine, and they're resting in their masculine. And it's not necessarily bad, but too much masculinity leaves us in a primal state. Masculinity is all about logic. It's all about what we can see with our eyes. It's the physical. It's what we can feel, touch, taste, and hear. Femininity, on the other part, is a creative energy. It's a spiritual energy. It's what we know. It's what we believe. It's what we feel. And the thing about it is what we feel brings up what we see. Have you ever heard the perspective of two things can be true at once? There could be something happening, right? And two different people will see the situation completely differently. Why? Because they're resting in a different mind space. So they're going to see it differently. They're going to experience it differently because who they are on the internal is different. So when they express to you how they feel about it, it's going to be different. Beauty is not shallow or vain. It is not surface level at all. It is just simply the external expression of how you feel inside. Okay? Your external is simply a reflection of your internal. As above, so below. Back to the definition of beauty, right? What was that N word that I told you guys to remember? Loveliness. Beauty is about love. And what is love? Love is about acceptance. Accepting what you have to do, accepting what has already been done, and accepting what will be done. Because here's the thing, a lot of people are moving out of scarcity, rejection, not realizing since the fact that you are moving out of these things, that's what you're attracting. But then you turn to things like love, abundance, the life that you want, and you walk towards that thing when you bring an energy of the opposition. You're bringing the energy of the opposition of what you want, and you're wondering why you can't do these things, because you're not operating out of what you truly want, what you truly love. You're operating out of the opposition of that. And here's where love gets tricky. Some people don't understand that they love the toxicity that they uphold. They love the scarcity they're upholding. Because what is love? Love is acceptance. Some people accept the scarcity, so it accepts them back, right? But they don't want the scarcity. So they turn to the abundance and they're like, oh my gosh, I want you. And the abundance starts running away because they aren't in alignment. They aren't attractive as well to the abundance. They aren't attractive to it. The abundance doesn't want you back. And that's what I'm speaking about here, ladies. You have to be attractive to the things that you want. You have to accept. Because what is attraction? What is beauty? Love. And what is love? Acceptance. So you have to accept the abundance, and then it'll accept you back. But instead of accepting abundance, you turn to accept things like scarcity and lack and misery. So it just accepts you back. It's simple. The art of femininity has been lost. It's coming back though, because if it wasn't coming back, I wouldn't know about it. Exactly what I'm speaking about, ladies. Don't do that to yourselves. But ladies, there is a reason why specifically the woman was disconnected from her femininity, disconnected from her beauty, right? It's a programming to think their physicality didn't matter much. Okay, if we're looking on the surface level of things, when the woman was told that her physicality didn't matter as much and it was more of what the things she could do, it was a programming to inherently make you believe that you didn't matter as much. You, what you wanted didn't matter as much. What you cared about didn't matter as much. So you were put on the back burner. You were put on the back burner to everything else around you, right? But as a woman, when you put yourself on the back burner, who you are and what you want specifically as a woman, it doesn't work in your favor. Because if you are a feminine being and you're working through your femininity, regardless if you deny your femininity, as a woman, you're going to be working through it anyways. So women are supposed to be more self-focused, We are supposed to be more self-aware, right? That's why women are more emotional. We're more in coherence with what the spiritual side of us is telling us. So when you cut that off and you're like, okay, it doesn't really matter how I think, how I feel about myself, you start working in more of a man's perspective, that masculinity, that looking to the outside. And I'm not saying it doesn't work, but here's the thing, it works better for men. It's better when a man looks outside of him and is like, okay, I can change these things around me. I can help these people around me. I can provide for these people around me. And that is a better motivator for a man to get what he wants, because he is a more physical being. He is a more animalistic being at nature. Okay? That's why men are more aggressive. That's why they're more determined. They're more physical. Literally. When we look at masculinity and femininity, a man is supposed to be more masculine. And what is masculinity? It's physicality. And what is femininity? It's spirituality. So ladies, when someone tries to tell you that your beauty doesn't matter, your loveliness doesn't matter, your pleasure doesn't matter, they're trying to disconnect you from your energy that you're supposed to rest in as a woman. And that is why you're always feeling like you have to do more and more and more, because they told you nothing would be brought to you. And what is femininity? It's attractiveness. You're attracting. So you're supposed to have things brought to you. That's what femininity is. It's attracting. Okay? So when they cut you off from your energy, you're going to have to do more and more and more, because they told you nothing will be brought to you. Inherently killing your ability to attract. Y'all, I had to fight tooth and nail to get this skims dress on my body. I'll give it up for a girl who deserves it. Anyways, let's get back to the topic. Killing the ability to be you when they tell you, as a woman specifically, that nothing shall be brought to you, but that is not you resting in who you genuinely are. Don't let anybody tell you nothing. Don't let anybody feed you anything in your mind, because as a spiritual, especially as my ladies, since we are more spiritual, we are more inclined to manifest quicker, easier, right? So when someone tells you something and you inherently believe it, girl, now it's there. Do not let anybody do that to you. And that's what happens when you're not resting in your feminine. It's so easy for somebody else to tell you what you need to be doing, what you should be doing, what isn't working. Why? Because you're looking for outside approval. You're looking for from the outside when you need to be looking inside. Then you respond outside and you craft like that. Do you see it? Do you see it? Because being a woman who can do it all is honorable. But the woman who knows she doesn't have to do it is the one who is truly honored, is the one who is catered to and provided for. Why? Because she's not doing it. It's doing it for her. She's not doing it. It is doing for her. Think about it. So reconcile with your loveliness, with your sexiness, with how pleasing you are to yourself, and watch how everybody around you is going to be more pleased. Watch how the things around you are going to be more pleasurable when you are pleasurable within yourself. It's easier to be satisfied in life as a woman when you are satisfied with yourself. And the opposite is true for a man. It's easier to be satisfied as a man when the things around you are satisfied. And that's why it's so powerful when a man has a feminine woman in his life, because he can see that she is embodied, she is satisfied, and she truly loves her life. And that gives him the confidence to also love his life. So do what's easier for you when you learn these secrets that they've been hiding from you because they wanted to control you. Because guess what? They told you being sexy, being attractive, and being pleasing to the eye and to the ears and to those around you was wrong, because they knew if you were all of these things, they can control you. Why? Because you would be the one controlling them, attracting them, forming them into what they need to be for you. So that's why they told you being attractive wasn't important because they wanted to control you, and they knew if you knew who you were, they couldn't control you because they would be the ones controlled. Guess what? You found my page. Okay, you found Roanna, and I had to get it out the mud. I had to get it out the mud to learn this information. Literally, I had to get it out the mud to learn this information. And you know, one of my friends was telling me that I shouldn't give out this information for free, but I'm not here to gatekeep. I'm not here to hold the secrets that I have learned to living a more satisfactory life, because what is that doing for me? As a feminine woman, what is that doing for me? I have to be the representation of what I want, isn't that right? And if someone didn't share even a smidget of this information for free, then I wouldn't know it. And this is why I'm giving y'all this information, because I'm about radicalizing the woman. 100%, ladies. I'm here for ladies' rights and ladies' wrongs, okay? I'm not playing with us at all. So period. Well, now the spell has been released, and now you can understand that everything in your life was of your doing, okay? Whether you're a man, a woman, whatever, okay? Learn who you are, please yourself, and watch everything around you be more pleasing.